Welcome to the House of Hammer, built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. First timers in here, don't let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. I am your host and your resident tribal chief, Hammer. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday wherever you guys are at. You guys are back here. You know what it is. Our weekly Wednesday pressers. I want to find out from you guys first. Obviously, we're going to do Jimmy and Tay. Do you guys want to hear Josh McDaniels' interview or press conference, rather, first? We did hear from him a couple of hours ago. I was watching that while I was at work, but if you guys haven't heard that one either, if you guys want to hear it, please let me know in the chat, and I'll be more than glad to play that for you guys as well. Shout out to those that are already in the chat. You got Hug D's, Big Mo Raider, X Salute, Desert. Not really much to champ at the moment, are you, buddy? But I'm just messing with you. Let me see where this is, because I do see that we are missing something already. I don't know why that's not coming up, but I will try to fix that real quickly for you guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry for the dead air. You know I hate doing that. But let me see if I can get this on screen for you guys. Command. And hopefully it should be up now. No. Interesting. We'll revisit that at some point. I don't know why all of a sudden. Oh, wait. No, the chat highlight's not working today. Okay, it is what it is. I don't know why we would have this problem. We were all good with it yesterday, and before that, I don't know why this is doing this at the moment. Looking back at it, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. All right. Do you guys want to hear Josh McDaniels, or do you guys want to just hear Jimmy G and Tay? We did get an injury report out probably within the last 2 hours. I did put it up on IG. Let me get this out for you guys and let you know where we stand. There's a lot of guys right now on that injury list, so we're going to get into that in 2 seconds. Let's get this going. All right. As it stands right now, Davante Adams did not participate with a foot injury. DeAndre Carter, knee, did not participate. Jimmy G, ankle, he was limited. Chandler Jones, personal, we know about that already. Jacoby Myers is still in concussion protocol. He didn't participate. Guard Jordan Meredith with the calf, he was limited. And Trayvon Merrick with a thumb did not participate. We knew about the thumb injury with Trayvon during the game on Sunday versus the Denver Broncos. Buffalo Bills center Mitch Morse finger, he was a full participant. So that's the most updated list that we have right now. Jacoby, again, is in protocol. We went through this last year with Hunter Renfrow, and it was a few weeks. Like, the concussion protocol thing, it's no joke. Hold up. I don't know why that just did that. There we go. We know it's no joke. It's something that the NFL has been taking seriously over the last few years. So I get right now it's only a few days in. So we just have to let it run its course, let the team doctors and staff do what they have to do to see if Jacoby is in fact cleared. But you know what? On the subject of injuries, I want to talk about this real quick because this has been something, or was something last season, that I talked about in regards to injuries throughout the NFL. It was something that I had put up online for you guys in regards to a petition with the NFL changing the turf into grass. Look, a lot of these injuries have transpired on turf. A lot of players prefer grass over turf much more. We saw what happened Monday night with Aaron Rodgers. MetLife, it happens way too much. Broken ankles, torn ACLs, and now a torn Achilles with Aaron Rodgers. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but it's something right now that apparently the NFLPA is raising awareness about this right now and have gone to the league commissioner, and have stated that this needs to change. Like, you guys are going to have the World Cup in the States, right? You're going to turn over all that turf for those few stadiums to grass, why can't all the stadiums in the NFL be grass? We shall see if anybody really listens to this, if change happens, because in my opinion, it definitely is something that needs to happen and needs to happen sooner than later before somebody else, especially a superstar, gets severely hurt. Let's get into it. I'm going to go right into, well, nobody said anything about Josh McDaniels, so we'll just play Jimmy G and we will play Davante Adams as well. Give me 2 seconds. Let's just get this up. And first man up is the man, the myth, the legend himself.
So it's like your third time here? You showing the guys around a little bit? Or?
Yeah, I've become a regular. I love it out here, man. It's cool. Kind of get away from everything, but get some time with the guys and just get to hang out, you know.
I saw some guys were going up to like the mountain lodge. Some guys are fishing. Like, what's your activity out here?
Football. Yeah, I haven't had much time, honestly. Just getting on the film, getting on the game plan. Hopefully one of these nights we'll get to get some dinner or something, go out like that. But yeah, it's my football right now.
How would you remember a sport coat and tie so you can eat on premises?
I'll have to get one out here probably. Yeah, but no, it's classy around here, man. It's a cool atmosphere. It's just different.
How would you describe your leadership style?
Just being myself. I think trying to set the example by what you do, not exactly what you say. Just you got to show the guys that you're willing to do it, and I think that's the best way to do it. You know, having a live game now, being out there with the guys, being in the huddle, you get to see what guys are made of. See in those big moments, you look in the guys' eyes and you can see who wants it and things like that. It's just it's the way we're growing right now.
I know it seems like an obvious thing, but like, how important is it to be a leader as a quarterback? Like, is that something that you just have to have in you? Is something you have to learn? I guess where do you pick it up? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I didn't grow up playing quarterback. I think it's kind of something that you'd learn throughout your experiences. Everyone's a little different. Everyone kind of does it their own way. You don't want to be fake with it, though. That's one thing I've learned. You got to be yourself. You got to be real, and let these guys know who you are. I mean, they'll see through the fakeness.
Jimmy, you've got Hunter, who's an all-pro, who didn't get any catches but didn't care. You won. Jacoby gets more than Davante. He doesn't care. It is rare, especially at wide receiver, to have guys that aren't prima donnas. It's all about the team. How special is that on the Raiders?
It's big time. It's big time. They're a great group of guys. Fun group to be with. They all pull for each other. I mean, it's even in the run game. I mean, you see those guys going in, crack blocking safeties. That takes some commitment as a receiver, and we got a good group of guys, man. It's they're fun to mesh with. I think our relationships are just growing every day out here. But we're in a good spot, and those guys pull for each other. That's what makes it fun out here.
After the interception in the end zone, I don't know if you saw it. Your whole defense was up cheering, like, it's okay, we got this. That's rare on a team. What is that like on this team, that unity?
It's big time. It's something that I take great pride in that. I like having the team. When the defense is out there, you don't get to see everything, but we try to be up there, see the big plays that they make. That's what this game's all about. When you separate offense and defense and special teams, that's when it gets a little dicey. But we got a good group, man. We're still learning each other, figuring each other out, but we're off to a good start, and we just got to keep it rolling now in Buffalo.
There's a stat where, like, down 4 to 8 points in the fourth quarter, your numbers up there with like Mahomes and Drew Brees. Do you notice a difference in yourself in those moments? Or do you looking back and think of something changed for you in those moments of games?
Nothing really changes. Maybe things around me change, but you just got to be the same guy, especially as the quarterback. I mean, you step in that huddle, guys are looking at you, you're calling the play. You don't get many of those moments, man, so you got to make them count, and just try and make each one of them count.
Yeah, the pass protection graded out very well in the first game.
Yeah.
But a lot of those guys said, hey, like, that's a lot, Jimmy, too. Like, I guess what can a quarterback do to kind of help the pass protection in front of you?
I think having a plan pre-snap, knowing where you want to go with the ball, being quick with it, all those little things. I mean, they gave me clean pockets all day, and that makes it real easy. But when you could get the ball out on time and you're playing in unison with the O-line and backs, I mean, the backs did a great job. Josh had a couple big blocks, chip blocks by the times, all those things. It's really all tied together.
So I'm going to touch on this real quick as we're going to talk about this upcoming matchup. And tomorrow night, I'm going to have a guest on, a Bills content creator. We are going to do our matchup preview. But Jimmy Garoppolo's stats, for those that were unaware of it, 20 of 26, 76.9 completion percentage. He had a QBR of 107.9 with 2 touchdowns. He wasn't sacked once. So huge shout out to the offensive line for keeping Jimmy G standing upright throughout the entire game on Sunday against the Broncos. Let's hear more from Jimmy G.
Obviously, your eyes are downfield. You don't see it during the game. But when you watch the film, did you notice how physical your offensive line was? I mean, there was a couple times it was a beatdown.
Yeah. I mean, I heard it a couple times in pass pro. You don't even know exactly who it is or what's happening, but you could feel that collision, I guess you want to say. But it's I mean, as a quarterback, man, you love having guys like that are willing to put it on the line, just play after play. That's what makes a good football team. As
a captain and a leader, what are some things you say to Michael, because he's going to end up being a key part of this offense as he grows? What are you doing to help him?
Just trying to teach him the intricacies. I think tight end in this offense, there's a lot of little nuances that go unnoticed. You know, going back to Rob Gronk was awesome at it. You know, he knew the plays, he knew what we were trying to do, and I think Mike, and along with the other tight ends, they're all kind of learning that. And it's once they get that down, we'll be in a good spot. And I think he's done a great job so far. And it's tough as a rookie to play that first game, man. So I was proud of him on Sunday.
You just put a lot of two tight ends, so I guess Hunter wasn't in there that much. But where's your kind of chemistry with him? Where's your as you kind of develop that relationship with him out there?
It's been good. I thought we had a good training camp together. He's got a good feel for the offense, for the space that we're trying to get it into. That's kind of what I'm saying with the tight ends. He knows what the whole field is doing, what we're trying to get on each play, and he has a feel for it. So when you have a guy like that, it's almost like having a quarterback playing receiver.
Going back to Mayer, what have been your impressions so far? Things he does well.
He's very physical, very physical. I think that's where it starts, especially with the tight ends. You got to set the tone with those DNs. Does a good job with that. He understands what we're trying to do. It's just some of these rookie mistakes, simple things. We all got to fix little things, but no, he's got the right attitude for it. It's not easy as a rookie.
I asked you earlier in camp about having lost football. Do you come back more appreciative? And I saw something Sunday. I've never seen you smile that much. Was it just fun to be back competing?
Yeah, it was. Felt like a lifetime ago I'd played, man. So it was good to get back out there, get those juices flowing in the crowd. You can't hear anything at the last scrimmage. I mean, it's those moments that you live for as a quarterback, especially. That's the fun stuff.
You guys all good?
All good?
Thanks, Jimmy.
All right. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Some good things there from Jimmy G, and shout out to him. And again, the presser earlier from Josh McDaniels was talking about Jimmy G's leadership in that locker room and with this team, and these guys holding accountability for each other and as for themselves more than anything, which is pretty good to hear. You don't hear that much often when it comes to team sports, especially when it comes to the NFL. But all these guys are holding themselves accountable with anything and everything right now, and that's definitely a positive sign. Shout out to Ricardo. I see John is in the chat, a.k.a. Hug These. 4 ads now, Hammer. I don't know what's going on, bro. YouTube apparently is going to be doing some things in the near future, making some type of weird turnaround as it goes for ads and stuff. So I'm not 100% sure why you're seeing so many ads, but I apologize for that. I got 3 ads in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's incredibly weird, AJ, and salute to you as well. Did Adams miss practice with the foot injury? He did not participate, but he was there for the presser, and that's where we are going next as we transition. Davante Adams talks to the press right now.
It is.
Davante, you're kind of a unicorn when you look back over the history of the NFL. The best receivers of the era were prima donnas, a lot of them about them. You're about we, not me. Mm-hmm. Does that come from your parents? Was it how you were raised? Because everyone knows the superstar, but maybe don't see the character.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just authentic to who I am. Obviously, you're a product of your environment, so obviously it's my parents and the way that they are as people and the way that they raised me is a direct reflection of who I am. And, the next step of it is just staying true to who you are. Once you receive a certain level of acknowledgement or accomplishments or, success or whatever, just staying true to who you are and what got you to that point. And, I pride myself on just being who I am and staying true to what got me here. And all the rest of the stuff and, the attention and all the rest of that stuff isn't really what I'm here for.
Following up on that, Sunday was the happiest I think I've ever seen you in a locker room after a win. And even though you played good, it wasn't your most biggest statistical one. Yeah. But is that just kind of a reflection of where you are in your career? That it's about, I want them to W's.
Yeah, man. I said it a bunch of times. I came here to win a Super Bowl. Like, that's what's on my mind. I didn't come here just for the story of it or just to be close to home. You know, all those other things were cool, and it adds to it. But for me, it's getting a Super Bowl, and part of getting to that goal is winning. You know, and to start off the season, especially with the roller coaster of a season we had last year, I think it was important to everybody to start off on the right foot. You know, getting a win, whatever that meant, and however it needed to look, especially week one, because you got so much time to turn it around. And there's a lot of different things that we did that were good, but there was some stuff that, you know, we obviously can take a look at on the film and correct. So, you know, just getting that win, I didn't care if I played the worst game or the best game. I just wanted to win that first game.
So the one thing to take away from that, and shout out to Tay as well, like, look, I was saying this as we went into our week one matchup, that this game was going to be a game that sets the tone for the season, right? And it absolutely did. Like, it wasn't the cleanest win. It wasn't the prettiest win, but we got the win, man, regardless. Tay, totally selfless, doesn't care about the numbers. He just wants to win right now. Like, you don't see that in other receivers that are held as elite or consider themselves to be elite. Like, look, decent game, but it wasn't something that stood out. Like, Jacoby Myers did his thing. Jacoby Myers with the 2 touchdowns. Tay got involved when he could, when his number was called. But I was incredibly happy to hear this from him. Like, we know that he's not, and somebody was in there just laughing about it. Hugdies saying prima donut, but he's not being a diva, man, and that's a huge thing, because we know in the within the last couple of years, like probably within like the last 20 years, maybe a little bit more, but guys like T.O., guys like OBJ, like those are the divas of the league, and Ocho Cinco as well. Like, you don't see that until you see a really talented, solidified, top-tier receiver that is here to contribute in any way possible, but at the end of the day, he just wants to win. Here's more from Tay.
I'm glad you saw that.
What do you enjoy about these kind of trips out in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, well, I mean, it's good just obviously for the bonding of the team. You know, we did something similar to this before we, you know, cut our team down significantly. So to be here with the established roster, it's good to just get time with your brothers, a little bit of bonding, and, you know, seeing a different part of the world that I would not have seen. I can guarantee you that had I not been drug out here for the week. But I love it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's very, very green, very green.
Did
but
you wear a shirt and tie and a coat?
Did I bring one?
Yeah, you got to have that to go eat.
I did not. I was unaware of everything that the Greenbrier had in store, and the regulations as far as the dress code. But anywhere I can sneak in with what I'm wearing right here, I'll be there.
You talked about the interaction you had with Jimmy on the field the other day, but like, how would you describe him as a leader in general?
How would I describe him? I would say he leads by example. I mean, he's not gonna tell you to do anything that he wouldn't do. And I mean, he's the type of guy that you wouldn't mind getting behind, because you can kind of feel that passion and that fire, especially in the moment, you know. And, you know, he went out there and made a critical mistake in the red zone, and then bounced back on the next drive with a hell of a drive, and that's not easy to do. So when you got teammates that can kind of fight through adversity like that, and, you know, the immediate adversity like that as well, it's not just bouncing back the next week and not doing it, but you know, correcting it right on the spot and coming back with a strong drive. And then obviously the last drive that, you know, won the game. You know, it says a lot about who you got kind of running your team.
You mentioned earlier the roller coaster of last year, and that defense of yours in the second half gives up 3 points, less than 100 yards. I mean, you had to just be the happiest person on the team with that performance. Am I reading you right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, it's a tough game. Everybody gets paid, so it's not always going to be perfect, but anytime you got your D that can rally together in the critical moments and the times that it's hardest to play your best, that's when it's most impressive, and that's when you appreciate it. It kind of shows your true colors. And, you know, obviously starting off the season with that type of behavior on defense, you know, rallying and finishing wise, you know, that does a lot for kind of building who you are and your identity, which is what we're obviously trying to do and establish early in the season.
You guys are counting on a lot of rookies this year. You watch that first game, like, okay, well, I see we've got some stuff for you. We got some materials that are going to work well for us.
Yeah, I mean, we got the young pups. I mean, they got fresh legs, so anything that they can do and get ahead as much as possible right now to help us out, down the stretch is going to be big.
How tough was Monday night for you to watch, and what were your emotions with Aaron?
Really tough, man. I didn't want to really take to social media because I spoke to him directly and reached out immediately. I was watching it on the plane as we were on the way over here, and it's like a horrible movie. Like you don't want to see the main character, go down like that, at all, let alone as early as what it was. And I know he was excited, and I was definitely excited to see him go out there and ball out. I know he was feeling rejuvenated and excited about the opportunity to work with a really good team. So it sucks. That's my guy though, so I let him know I'm basically I'm here for him in whatever way that I can. I don't know what I can do to make him feel better at this point, especially obviously with us being in the season now as well. But yeah, like I said, it sucks, and just praying that his mental is in a good spot right now, and he continues to overcome it, and obviously that team as well.
I know you go against the defense, not the offense, but do matchups against a guy like Stephon Diggs, like some of the other top receivers, do you got to look at those and say, all right, let's see what you got out there?
Not really. I don't really look at matchups at all anymore. It's fun. It's more cool to just go out there and watch and learn some stuff. Hopefully he don't put too much stuff on tape that I can learn from playing against us, but it's always good to see some releases, some and just see a guy that I've been playing with and around for a while. With us obviously being rivals in the NFC North in the past, so it's one of my guys. So it'll be good to see him. Hopefully he's not putting too much on tape though.
What jumps out when you watch the Bills on defense?
They got a really strong defense. They got pretty much an impact player at every level, and when you have that, it makes and if not multiple, they got a really strong team in general, but they rally. They got guys that are really instinctive, smart players. They got some ball hawk in there too with 27. So it'll be a good test, seeing where we are right now, and it'll be fun for sure.
I assume you played there. You enjoy the Buffalo energy, the crowd, and the jumping on the table.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been there. Wasn't really aware about all that stuff until after. I don't even think I've played them since I knew that they did all that stuff. I was still trying to figure it out at that point, but. I love going to places where they got a lot of history, traditions, and stuff like that, because it kind of reminds me of where I grew up in the NFL too. There's a lot of history in that place too. So it'll be fun.
Thanks,
cool.
Davante.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
I love how he said that place. Like, damn, man, you really don't give a shit about Green Bay. Oh my God, that was insane. Great. As always, hearing from Jimmy G and Tay. And again, this is something you guys are going to be hearing every single Wednesday. I honestly, and I guess it's because they are in the Central time zone right now. I believe they're in the Midwest. It was on a lot earlier than I'm used to. So it's like I got home and was like, yo, let me jump on and put this out for you guys as quickly as I possibly can. And I was just like, this definitely isn't normal. I guarantee, I don't want to say I guarantee, but I have a feeling once they get back to Vegas or back to Henderson next week for the home opener, that the presser's probably going to be like around 5:30 Eastern time. So we'll see. We will be doing that next week, of course. And then I do have a Steelers content creator that I do need to reach out to. Apparently he's was looking for me. Go figure. But we are going to do our matchup preview for that as well. But let's just go by the numbers real quickly. I want to talk about Josh Allen in his matchup, his Monday night matchup, the loss against the New York Jets. He went 29 of 41, the completion percentage of 70.7, 236 yards, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles, 1 for a loss. He had 1 touchdown pass. He had a total of 4 turnovers. That offensive line, and I've been talking about this since last season, more or less since Daboll left, that it has gone downhill in regards to Josh Allen and this Buffalo Bills offense. Now, don't get me wrong, they have a lot of weapons on offense. You have Stephon Diggs, you have Gabe Davis, you have the recently drafted kid Kincaid. You have the other tight end in Knox. They have weapons. Their running game has been non-existent for years on end because everybody was relying on Josh Allen. But again, this is his second year now without Dable. You came out the gates with that performance. Look, we're all Raider fans here. I'm here for it. I'll tell you that because look, I talked about this with Graf last night when we did the call-in show, and shout out to my big bro. Like, this is another game for the second consecutive week where it's going to be won in the trenches. Again, Allen was sacked 5 times on Monday night. 3 interceptions. He had 2 fumbles. He lost one of them. Like, is there trouble up there? Maybe. We'll see. Again, tomorrow night we will have the matchup preview. I do have a Bills content creator that's going to come on. We can go through the quick rankings right now as we go into this week 2 matchup as it stands, courtesy of NFL.com. The Raiders offense, they're currently ranked 11th in the league. I'll take it. I don't understand how the Bills are 4th with that terrible performance on Monday night, but it is what it is. Defense, we're ranked 28th. Give it some time. We'll be anywhere from 15 to 20, God willing. Their defense is ranked first. Passing, we're ranked 11th. They're ranked 8th. Again, 3 interceptions. I don't understand how that puts you in the top 10 for anything. Rushing, we're 17th, and they are 9th. Again, the running game is non-existent. This just, to me, feels like continuous Raiders hate. But you know what? Let them hate as long as they fear. AP, salute. Guys, I apologize. For some reason, the chat highlight's not working tonight. We'll get that straightened out when we can, but just wanted to come on with you guys and, again, do our weekly presser. Tomorrow, we will do our official matchup preview, and I'm trying to do something with Big Mike on Friday. I think we're going to go through every single matchup. We'll do our pick'ems. Those that are in here now, if you haven't already, the Pick'em League is still open. The link is in the community post. I threw it up on Twitter. I'm not sure if it's on IG, but check out the community post on my channel, and the link for that is there. I think Eliminator is done. Like, I think it's too late for anybody to enter that, as you're supposed to have that pick in by week 1 to be part of it. So yeah, shout out to DX, lifelong Bills fan here in North Cali, but also a Jimmy G fan. Salute to you and welcome, man. If it's your first time in here, don't let it be your last. And that goes for everybody in here. If it's your first time in here, do not let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Raider Nation news today. I'm trying to think what else we have lined up this week. I think this Saturday night we will be finally doing Raider Roulette. A lot of you guys have been asking for it, so there's a good chance we're going to be doing that this coming Saturday night. You won't want to miss that. Also, Sunday, every Sunday morning, doesn't matter if I'm on the shore. It doesn't matter if I'm here, wherever I am, maybe excluding home opener, but that might change. We will be doing our fantasy start sit-em. The call-in show will be open as well. Big Mike will be on there with me as we give you guys our best fantasy advice and probably give you a couple of prop bets going into week 2 of the NFL season, so you aren't going to want to miss that. I'm going to head out. Got a lot of things I need to do around the house. I appreciate everybody that pulled on up today. Salute to everybody that's been in here from the jump. John, I apologize again. I don't know why you're getting hit with a whole bunch of ads on this live today. It's definitely strange as hell. You got not me, bro. But those in here on your way out, break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. And you can also follow me on X at hammers_house. You can follow me on Instagram, hammers.house. And of course, TikTok as well at hammers_house. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is back on the rise, y'all. This is no joke. So do me a favor. Wash your hands and your asses. Let me find that damn thing. There it is. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till tomorrow, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity. I'm out.